Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Just imagine the possibilities if the Giants pull off a move that could reshape the entire NFC East landscape. Rumors are swirling around the Minnesota Vikings potentially trading superstar wide receiver Justin Jefferson. And if it happens, it could be a game changer for the Giants. The Vikings, sitting at 9-8 after a somewhat tumultuous season with an offense that struggled to consistently produce points, averaging just 24 points per game, are looking to make some moves to reset their roster. The buzz is that Minnesota might be willing to part ways with Jefferson in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft, which would give them some much-needed cap relief of around $28 million. This move would help them focus on rebuilding their defensive line and safety positions, areas where they've been vulnerable, especially after a season that saw some inconsistent performances and injuries. For the Giants, this could be a golden opportunity. Currently, New York has about $11 million in cap space, and with the recent injury to Robinson, who's been sidelined with rib injuries and on IR, the team is in dire need of a reliable, explosive wide receiver to complement their offense. Adding Jefferson to the mix would be akin to putting a laser beam on defenses in East Rutherford. This guy is no ordinary wide receiver. He's a true game changer, a player who can stretch the field and create mismatches all over the field. His ability to win contested catches is elite, with a 57% success rate, and he's known for his YAC, yards after catch, averaging nearly 6 yards per reception, which puts him in the top tier among wideouts. At 26 years old, Jefferson is in the prime of his career, and his production in 2025, 98 receptions for 412 yards and 10 touchdowns, makes him one of the most dynamic weapons in the league. His yards per route run is exceptional at 2.6, and his separation skills, averaging 3.3 yards, allow him to get open consistently, even against tight coverage. Looking at his career, Jefferson has accumulated over 500 receiving yards and 40 touchdowns in just 4 seasons, earning a spot in 4 Pro Bowls and winning Offensive Rookie of the Year back in 2020. He's been compared to the kind of impact Ja'Marr Chase had after his trade in 2025, boosting the Bengals' aerial attack by over 210 yards per game. Despite battling some minor injuries in 2025, like a wrist issue, Jefferson still managed to play 16 games, and his yards per route run ranks among the best in the league. His ability to create separation and win contested catches is a nightmare for defenses, especially when combined with the Giants' other offensive weapons. Now, why would the Vikings consider trading Jefferson? Well, with an $18 million cap hit via over the cap and needs that extend to the defensive line and safety, they're looking to reset their roster after an up-and-down season. They might see a trade as a way to get younger and rebuild from the ground up, much like the Bengals did with Higgins. The idea is to focus on developing younger players and draft picks, and moving Jefferson could be a strategic move to free up cap space and acquire draft capital. For the Giants, this is an absolute no-brainer. Adding Jefferson doesn't just improve their passing game, it transforms their entire offense. With him on the field, projections show the Giants could gain an additional 350 receiving yards, significantly boosting their offensive efficiency. His contested catch rate of 57% and his ability to win in tight coverage would open up more opportunities for Jones, forcing defenses to double-team him, which in turn could create more space for other players like Neighbors, who's shown flashes of potential with his PFF grade of 89. The duo of Jefferson and Neighbors could combine for over 300 yards and a dozen touchdowns, giving the Giants a much-needed boost in their passing game. This kind of upgrade isn't just about raw stats. It's about making the Giants a more complete and dangerous offense. Jefferson's presence would elevate the team's red zone efficiency, which has been a weak spot this season, only scoring 3 points per game, ranking 24th in the league. His ability to win contested catches and make plays under pressure could turn those red zone opportunities into more touchdowns, which has been a major hurdle for the team. Plus, his YAC, yards after catch, would help extend drives and keep the chains moving, especially on third downs. His ability to turn short completions into big gains would be a nightmare for opposing defenses and would balance the offensive workload, allowing Saquon Barkley and the running game to see more open lanes. Now let's talk about the potential impact on the Giants' playoff aspirations. If the Giants manage to secure Jefferson, the entire offense gets an instant upgrade. His presence would boost the team's overall scoring potential by around 32%, and he's the kind of X-factor that can tip the scales in close games. Historically, we've seen how players like Stefon Diggs transformed the Bills' offense in 2020, and Jefferson has similar potential, if not greater. His ability to create mismatches and win in critical moments could be the difference-maker in tight playoff battles. His track record of performing in clutch moments, especially in high-pressure situations, makes him an invaluable asset for a team looking to push deep into the postseason. And speaking of the playoffs, the odds of the Giants winning the Super Bowl could see a significant shift if they pull this off. Currently, their odds are around plus 50-0, but with a move like Jefferson, some betting sites and analysts believe those odds could improve to as low as plus 20-0. That's a massive jump, and it's rooted in the idea that Jefferson could be the missing piece that elevates the Giants from playoff contenders to legitimate Super Bowl hopefuls. His track record in clutch moments, like the playoffs, where he's been a reliable target, suggests he could be the Moss-like X-factor the Giants need to finally break through and make a deep run. Of course, this kind of move isn't just about adding a star, it's a statement. It shows that the Giants are serious about competing now, not just building for the future. They have the cap space and draft capital to make this happen, and if they do, it could mark the beginning of a new era. One where the Giants are not just a team trying to rebuild, but a real contender with a dynamic, explosive offense led by a player like Justin Jefferson. Imagine the impact on the NFC East, with defenses having to account for Jefferson's speed, contested catchability, and YAC. It would make the Giants' offense almost unstoppable, forcing teams to double him and opening up opportunities for everyone else. This kind of blockbuster trade could also have a ripple effect across the league. Other NFC teams would have to recalibrate their strategies, and rival defenses would be scrambling to find ways to contain him. It's the kind of move that could shift the balance of power, especially if the Giants pair Jefferson with their existing weapons and continue to build their defense through draft and free agency. The NFC East has always been a competitive division, but adding a player of Jefferson's caliber would send shockwaves throughout the entire conference. In conclusion, folks, this rumor, while still just speculation for now, has all the makings of a blockbuster. The Vikings may look to rebuild, and the Giants are in a prime position to pounce if the opportunity arises. Jefferson could be the missing piece that turns a good team into a legitimate Super Bowl contender. His elite route running, contested catch ability, YAC, and ability to stretch the field make him a perfect fit for the Giants' offensive scheme. If this move happens, it's going to be one of the most exciting and impactful trades in recent NFL history, and it could mark the beginning of a new golden era for the New York Giants. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on the possibility of Justin Jefferson donning the Giants jersey? Do you think this trade makes sense for both sides? Are you excited about the potential that Jefferson brings to the table? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. Keep the faith and let's keep dreaming big, because with a move like this, the sky's the limit for our Giants.